What's going on, guys? Legendary Noob here. So this is my first commentary ever on this channel. I know I'm not the best at commentary, but I hope I could do at least decent with my commentary today. So in this video, I just want to make a progression video. I'm gonna try to do this at least once a month, just to keep track of my progression and all that. The date is currently March 1st. So this is gonna be my first progression video. I've been playing this game consistently for about 4 years, but I did start this account, I wanna say 2017. I got into the game for a couple months, but I dropped the game for about 2 years. I picked it up 2 years later, and then I've been playing daily since. So I would take occasional breaks, sometimes like a couple weeks or a month. But for the most part, I've been playing consistently for about 4 years. I'm not a big spender in this game. I only buy small stuff like the sigil, and occasionally up $10 to $20 worth of stuff, like in Cyber Weekend or 4th of July. But for the most part, I don't spend that much money on this game. So yeah, I just want to show you guys my account. So currently my total base hero rating is 3 million. My summoner's prestige is 16,785. That's with relic prestige. Without relic prestige, it's more close to 16,200. I have one rank 5 6-star, which is Kitty. I guess we could talk about her first. So the reason I took Kitty over other mutants is, for one, she's Kitty, obviously. She's one of the best mutants, if not the best mutant in the game currently, so it was kind of a no-brainer. Her PI is very high, and yeah, she's just crazy all around. I was debating for a little bit to take Apocalypse because I just enjoy his playstyle a lot. Since he came out, he was one of my favorite champs. So I was debating between Apocalypse and Kitty, but I decided to go Kitty, just for the long run, to increase my prestige for my alliance. And yeah, I don't regret it at all. I like playing Kitty. She's one of my favorite champs still to this day to play. So yeah, that's why I took Kitty up. I got, obviously the only way to get maxed out 6 stars in this game without spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars in this game is to do the Karina challenges. So obviously I got a mutant gem, so that's how she's maxed out. So this next champ, Doom. So I have a long history with this Doom. So when I became Cavalier, I was with my brother. He was with me when I became Cavalier. He had convinced me to buy 3 featured crystals, the ones that you buy with units. And I don't spend my units on crystals, but he had convinced me more like just to celebrate, just to celebrate becoming Cavalier at the time, just buy 3 of these featured crystals. And keep in mind, I never bought any prior to that. So I bought 3 of those. And I'm not kidding you, the first crystal, 6-star Doom right away. It was mind-blowing. Like I think the chances to get that were like 0.01 something percent chance. So yeah, I was in shock, and it doesn't end there. I think the second crystal wasn't anything that special. I think it was a 4-star Gambit or a 3-star 4 or 3. It wasn't a good champ, right? Then my third crystal, my final crystal, pulled a 5-star Doom. So in those 3 crystals, I pulled the feature twice, 6-star version and 5-star version. So yeah, this Doom has been in my account for the longest time, and I have no regrets taking him to rank 4 and SIG 200. He's he always comes in clutch. I don't use him as much as I used to, just because I run the recoil masteries more. But there was a point of time when I didn't run recoil masteries, and I would run 4 out of 5 mystic dispersion, and he was one of my favorite champs to use. He still is very fun to use for me, just not with the recoil masteries that much. But yeah, obviously Doom is still one of the best mystics. I think he still is the best mystic in the game so far. So yeah, Doom has been in my account for a couple years. So yeah, I love Doom. So the next champ I want to talk about is Hercules. So I had him as a 5-star for a while, and I did use the 5-star for a lot of content. But when Cyber Weekend of last year came out, I was expecting a 2021 selector to be available, just because that 4th of July there was one. So I was expecting at least one champion selector of 2021. So when the deals came around, it turned out that there was a purchase limit of 3. So not to get too sidetracked, but the champ I wanted more than Hercules was Null. So that's why I was saving my units, was to get the selector, choose Null. So I wasn't planning to get Hercules. With those 3 selectors, I chose Null, I chose Hercules, and I chose Kitty. So that's how all 3 of these came into my roster. I didn't get lucky and pull none of these. I selected these. And yeah, they're all rank 4 except Kitty. She's rank 5. And I have no regrets. I use them all the time. Speaking of Null, I could just talk about Null right now. I know the obvious choice for 2021 selector would be obviously Hercules or Kitty, but as soon as Null came into the game, I knew I needed him. You know, his animations are crazy. He's an annoying defender, and Null is just very badass. I try to bring him into as much stuff that I can, and I took, as soon as I got him from the selector, I awakened him with I think it was a generic, or it might have been a cosmic, but I used an awakening gem on him, took him straight to SIG 200. He's still one of my favorite champs to this day. Design wise, animation wise, he's very fun to use. I love Null. He's rank 4. So I'm debating whether to rank 5 Null, because the catalyst that I am targeting for rank 5 is Cosmic. So I'm targeting tier 6 Cosmic catalyst, and I'm debating whether to rank Null to rank 5, but again, that's way into the future. Eventually I do want to rank 5 Null, but I don't know when that time will come, but he's definitely on my list to rank 5. Up next, I could talk about Nimrod. So Nimrod, I've had him on my roster for quite a bit. I think I got him from the featured. I think it was a feature 6-star. I had him for the longest time. He was unawakened, so that's one of the main reasons why I didn't upgrade him as soon as I got him. But I had pulled a tech awakening gem a couple months after I got Nimrod, and that's when BGs were becoming more popular to play. And as soon as I started playing BGs a little bit and realized that the rewards are pretty insane, you know, if you get high ranks, I saw that a lot of people were using Nimrod, and I didn't understand it for a while until I fought against Nimrod in BGs and realized he's a tank. He's so tanky. And then after that, I did some research on videos of Nimrod versus a bunch of mutants, mainly Domino. He destroys Domino. Yeah, that convinced me that I needed to take Nimrod up. So I used Tech Gem on him, and yeah, I ranked him up as far as I could. I think up to rank 3. He was in rank 3 for a while. Not long after I ranked 4'd him, because I was already close with the materials anyway. So yeah, I have no regrets with Nimrod. He's very good in BGs. He gets banned a lot. Well, it depends on the meta, but Nimrod, he's really good in BGs. That's one of the main reasons why he gets banned. He destroys any mutant beside Bishop. But other than that, he destroys every single mutant in the game. So yeah, I love Nimrod. Really good. Up next, Nick Fury. So I think I pulled Nick Fury from an Abyss Nexus skill that I got from the Banquet event. So I went skill because I was going for Valkyrie. For some reason it didn't cross my mind that I needed a 6-star version of Nick Fury. I had the 5-star version, but you need 6 stars more these days, than 5 stars. You could still use 5 stars, but an account at my level, it's mainly 6 stars you need. So yeah, I lucked out, and I didn't get Valkyrie, but I did pull Nick Fury, and that was an easy rank up. I took him straight to rank 4, and I used the generic Awakening Gem on him, and I'm pretty sure I pulled him from a crystal. That's why he's Sig 40. That rule that once you use a gem, you pull that champ right away. I think I did pull Nick Fury right after I gemmed him, but yeah, Nick Fury's crazy. No regrets for Nick Fury. Up next, Cosmic Ghost Rider. I love Cosmic Ghost Rider. Him, Noel, and Galen are my top favorite looking champs and favorite animations. They're all so badass. I guess Hyperion too. I love Hyperion. But yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider is one of my favorite animation champs. As soon as I saw Spotlight come out, I knew I needed him. He just looked super dope, man. All his animations were spot on. Shout out Slayer of Gods, the CGR god himself. He loves the champ. I fell in love with this champ. Yeah, after I saw the Spotlight, I was like, damn. I was like, I need him. And I did actually grind for the 5-star in Arena, and I did manage to pull him. Yeah, I got the 6-star version from a featured as well. And yeah, he's very, very good. His damage is still very insane, crazy. Yeah, no regrets for CGR. I would definitely rank 5 CGR in the future. So up next, Absorbing Man. So Absorbing Man, I lucked out. I was saving all my 6-star shards for the featured. I lucked out. I think I opened like 24 crystals. I lucked out, pulled an Absorbing Man on the first 10, and then I awakened him on the second batch of 10. Yeah, everyone's already talked about this guy. His defense is off the charts unless you have Torch. Super tanky and super versatile. He gets banned all the time in BGs, but when he doesn't, he works crazy, very good. So yeah, Absorbing Man, very good. So Overseer. So funny thing about Overseer is when he came out, I thought he was terrible, and I'm not the only one. A lot of people thought he was bad, because at the time BGs weren't out. The main, I guess, damage scoring system in the game was Realm of Legends. It still kind of is, but not as much, because people are realizing that BGs are the next thing. So people saw his damage mainly against Winter Soldier, and they were like, that's not that impressive, including me. But in medium length fights, he's works really really good, especially in like Alliance War. Lions, I don't use him in Alliance Quest, but I'm sure he's perfect for that. And BGs. So I didn't have Overseer for a while when BGs were out, and I think I lucked out from a basic Nexus from Alliance War season rewards. And yeah, I selected him, and I had 4 generic Awakening gems, and I just bit the bullet, gemmed him, and took him straight at SIG 200, and I have no regrets. Overseer is really really good, especially in BGs, which is the main game mode to play right now. So yeah, I have no regrets for Overseer. So up next, I have Apocalypse. So I think Apocalypse was my second rank 4 champ, and Apocalypse is just very versatile. He's really useful. He has a lot of niche, I guess, utility. He has a lot of niche utility, like the Purify ability accuracy reduction. He's one of my favorite champs, also animation wise. He's the only XL mutant in the game, fun fact. Yeah, I love Apocalypse. I don't pick him as much in BGs. That's just because there's always a better option to pick in my drafts. But if I get unlucky and Apocalypse pops up, he works wonders in BGs. He's very good for stalling, and I don't really use him on offense, but sometimes I do use him on offense, and he could surprise you. He's very versatile, very tanky, and yeah, I love Apocalypse. So Aegon, this was a rank up that I regretted for quite a bit. The only reason was that at the time when I ranked 3'd Aegon and taken to 6,200, I was a bit burnt out on the game. I was planning to do the Abyss, that's why I did take him up. I haven't done the Abyss yet. I still might, but the rewards aren't that worth it these days. Yeah, when I took him up, he just sat on my roster for quite a bit. Actually a different game mode that I do use him in is Incursions. He's very fun in Incursions, especially with the buff hack. I forget what it's called. The buff cornopia. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, and he's very fun to use in Incursions. Eventually, I do want to use him. Maybe when the next Abyss level content comes out, or when I decide to do the Abyss. So over time, I regretted it less and less. I don't regret it these days anymore. So I guess that was all my. Oh no, I have one more rank for it. It's just his PI is very low. I always forget that. So Hyperion. Hyperion was my Paragon rank 4. I used a gem on him. I forget where I got it, but he was the champ I ranked 4 to get Paragon. And I just love Hyperion. He's been one of my favorite champs since I started playing the game. I know this is a Marvel game, but one of my favorite characters, comic characters of all time, is Superman. And Hyperion is basically the Marvel version of Superman. So yeah, I love Hyperion. He's very RNG dependent, but when he works, and he's very fun. He's always an annoying defender, and he's a very good attacker. And he's still to this day one of the best aging champs. Same with it's him and Archangel, one of the best aging champs. This guy came out in 2016, and he's still as annoying and relevant in 2023. He's very good. Yeah, I love Hyperion. So I guess I could talk about some of my rank 3s that I have, and then we'll move on to some of my 5 stars. So some of the main ones is Spider-Man Supreme. So I took Spider-Man Supreme up not that long ago, probably like 2 weeks ago. And I haven't used him much in BGs just because I'm not as comfortable playing him. I know he's very good. I played him a couple times in BGs, mainly against some cosmics like Hyperion, and he works very good against Hyperion to steal his power. So yeah, I have no regrets. I know that once I master him a little bit better, I'll find more and more value with him. Yeah, he's a good substitute to pick when my Waken would get banned. He's in my BG's deck currently. Yeah, he's very fun to use, and he's very useful in BGs. Up next, Archangel. So everyone knows Archangel is crazy and rinsing Rintras, Sasquatches, Nick Furies in BGs. He sometimes gets banned, it depending on meta, but for the most part, people tend to ban annoying defenders over great attackers. He's an absolute nuke, man. He just destroys everything. Anything that could get bled or poisoned, he just destroys. So yeah, eventually I do want to rank 4 him. He's definitely on that priority list to rank 4. So yeah, we'll talk about why I'm not gonna rank 4 him in a little bit. Or I'm not gonna rank 4 him right away. I have another champ that I want to talk about. So yeah, let's move on to Korg. So Korg, I had unawakened for a little bit. I think I had pulled him from a Cavalier crystal that we got from the monthly quest. I lucked out and I pulled a 6-star Korg, which back then wouldn't be a good pull, unless you're really into Alliance Ward back then, which I wasn't. But yeah, when I got Korg, I didn't have a skill awakening gem, but I did have 4 generic awakening gems, and people might say this was a dumb decision, but I was looking at the long run, especially for BGs. I needed a Korg. Korg is one of the most annoying defenders in BGs. He catches you off guard in any meta. It doesn't matter the meta. He's super annoying to fight unless you have a good counter. So yeah, I just bit the bullet. I used a generic awakening gem on my Korg. Took him as high as Sig as I could at the time. Took him to rank 3, and eventually I do want to rank 4 my Korg. So yeah, this is what BGs does, man. Use a generic awakening gem on Korg. Yep, that's what you do. I could talk about Wiccan. So Wiccan, as soon as Wiccan came out, I already saw he was underrated. Wiccan is like very good at controlling buffs, especially fighting certain champs like Hyperion, Null, very good Null counter. Terrax also, very good Terrax counter. Wiccan is so good in BGs, especially with all the annoying cosmic defenders in the game, like Cersei, Hyperion, Terrax. And the reason he's a good counter to all these champs is because he has a very niche immunity, which is immune to armor break. And when you see that, you don't really see that as a good immunity, but it's a very good immunity, especially against all these cosmic champs that armor break you. So yeah, Wiccan, he's very good. He's still somewhat underrated. I feel like people appreciate him more, especially because BGs. But yeah, Wiccan, very good. He's also on my list to rank 4 eventually. But yeah, that's future planning. Up next, so this is the reason why I'm holding off on rank 4 in Archangel for at least a little bit, is because I'm planning for my next rank 4 to be Kingpin. So Kingpin is very annoying on defense, and on offense he's very good. Just that ability to shrug off almost every debuff and once you get a certain amount of debuffs, he just shrugs off everything and gets a Fat Fury. Like, he's just broken in BGs, especially for that one, or this season's meta, which was, what was it, the weakness meta, where you get a bunch of weaknesses on you. He was getting banned all the time, but when he wasn't, he was good in almost any matchup in that meta. So yeah, I saw why a bunch of people were ranking him Kingpin these days, because he's just very versatile in BGs and all that. So yeah, he's gonna be my next rank 4. He's gonna serve a use in any meta, pretty much in BGs, and even if he's not a good attacker, he's always an annoying defender. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm holding off on Archangel, and I'm gonna do Kingpin first. So yeah, I love Kingpin. He's really good. So Quicksilver is very interesting. So when I had got Quicksilver, I upgraded him because I wanted to use him on offense. But the thing with Quicksilver is he takes a while to get into his damage, which is ironic because he's the first speedster in the game. And he's not... Okay, he's decent on offense in BGs, depending on the defender and all that. But I mainly place him on defense in BGs. And he catches a lot of people off guard just because his animations are kind of all over the place. His animations are fast when you're fighting against him, and yeah, he could catch you off guard. And sometimes that whiplash damage could just stick on you and then detonate for a big amount of damage. So yeah, I initially wanted him to be used on offense in BGs, but I mainly use him as a defender in BGs, and he's really good. So yeah, I have no regrets for Quicksilver. So yeah. So another champ I want to talk about is Mephisto. So not a lot of people I fought against had a Mephisto, but the ones that did always wrecked me because he needs a specific counter, and if you don't have that specific counter, you're gonna take some interactive damage, and yeah, every percentage of damage that you lose could lose you the whole match. So yeah, Mephisto is just very annoying. Everyone's known this, but in BGs especially. I feel like he became a little bit less of a threat in BGs just because a lot of people are running Torch, and Torch just rinses him. But if they don't have a Torch, he could catch a lot of people off guard just because, again, you need a specific counter. And since BGs is draft-based, random, if you don't get a good Mephisto counter through your drafts, like, you'll take some unnecessary damage, some interactive damage that you can't avoid. And yeah, that could lose you the round. So yeah, I had Mephisto and Awaken for a while. And I had 2 Mystic Awakening gems, and I used one on him, and I kid you not, literally the next 6-star crystal I opened, I pulled a Mephisto. So yeah, I just wasted that gem, but I still have no regrets for using that gem because yeah, Mephisto's a very annoying defender, and he's still in my battle deck. And yeah, he's a very good, decent defender. Another champ I want to talk about is Galen. So, Galen, I have a rank 3. I was planning to rank 4 him as soon as I got him. But plans changed along the way. And I'm holding off on rank 4 in him. So I've seen some videos of Galen and his damage going from rank 3 to rank 4. And Galen's very interesting because his direct damage that he does can be modified through masteries or like outside sources like Fury. It's all based on his rank. So the only way to increase Galen's damage is by rank. And I saw the damage increase from rank 3 to rank 4, and to be honest, I didn't see like a significant difference for me to be like, I need to rank for him right now. So I'm sure it comes in use, especially like, that extra like sometimes you could be short like 5% off of rank 3. Like you don't do all that damage, to one shot the opponent. You have like 5% left, and then if he was rank 4, he would one shot the defender. But I feel like in BGs he's fine at rank 3. He's still an annoying defender, and he's very good on offense. So yeah, I'm not rushing Galen to rank 4, but eventually I do want to rank for him. So yeah, Galen, he's very versatile in BGs. He's an annoying defender, very good penny killer in offense. Anything with power burn, he's broken, especially for that power burn meta. He was completely broken for every single fight in that. So yeah, I love Galen. Eventually I do want to rank for him. I could talk about Venom a little bit. So Venom was my was a rank 3 that I did that was not for BG, because for the longest time I was just doing BG rank ups, even if that would be like ranking up a champ that I didn't really want to, like someone like Korg. Like nobody wants to really rank up Korg over like some other champs, some other cool champs. So Venom was more of a fun rank up for me, just because I love Venom. He's one of my favorite champs also, animation wise. He's just a very solid champ to use, very solid cosmic. He was for a long time for me one of my favorite Havoc counters. He's also good penny counter, as well as anything with power burn that's attack. He's very good against. And sometimes in certain BG metas he could be very useful. So it's not like a complete waste for me, but this was more of a fun rank up. It wasn't a BG rank up. But yeah, I love Venom. He's very fun. Oh yeah, I could talk about Torch. So I got Torch from a Nexus also. I think it was from Alliance War Rewards as well. And we all know Torch in BGs. He torches everything, no pun intended. He destroys any mystic. He doesn't need to be awakened for BGs. His awaken ability is mainly pretty much just for Abyss, if you're doing that. And that's why I awakened him, just in case I do want to do the Abyss in the future. I used a Romance Awakening gem on him. So that's why he's awakened, but he doesn't have to be for BGs. I was using him a lot in BGs unawakened, and he put in work unawakened. So yeah, there's Torch. Rintra, everyone knows Rintra. He's such an annoying defender in BGs, unless you have a Torture Archangel. But even so, he's still very annoying with all that power gain he gets. Especially for certain metas, he could be almost a guaranteed win for the opponent. Just because he's super tanky, he could hold you there in that fight for a long time. And I've experienced against Rintra where I have 100% health and I do take Rintra down, but I lose to the opponent because my opponent was faster than me, just because Rintra was so damn tanky to fight. It was almost a needed rank up for me, just so I could have a very annoying staller defender in BGs. And he's also very good on offense. I remember specifically one encounter that I had where I had to use Rintra against a Cersei in BGs, and he destroyed that Cersei. I think I got lucky with a crit, but I think even without a crit on the special 2, I was gonna be able to kill that Cersei. He's a very, very solid on offense, but he's mainly placed on defense whenever I can in BGs. Yeah, speaking of Cersei, I had pulled Cersei also from a Nexus. A lot of these are from Nexuses. So yeah, I pulled Cersei from there. And ever since Cersei came out, she became one of my kryptonites. I don't like fighting Cersei. She's one of my least favorite champs to fight still in this game. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just her animations. or something, but I just can't fight her. She's just super annoying for me to fight. She's a very good defender. Her glancing is very annoying. It has a small cooldown. I think it's only like 7 seconds. So, and she also pauses it when she performs a special for, I believe, 3 seconds. So she's just very tanky. I used a romance gem on her just so she could get the healing buffs. Just because for certain metas like rich get richer, that's good for her, just so she could have those extra buffs, to fuel her power even more. So yeah, Cersei, super annoying defender. I occasionally use her on offense, just if I get like roadblocked and I don't have anyone to use. And she's a solid attacker. But I mainly place her on defense and BGs. She's a very good staller. So I could talk about Titania. So Titania, I had her for a while unawakened, and I think I duped her through a daily Paragon crystal, which is pretty crazy. I think I just opened it, like popped it. I didn't even spin those, and yeah, I duped her from that. So I have SIGs to take Titania up because she's a very SIG dependent champ, and so I was planning to invest all my Science 6 stones into Titania, because she's a very good BG attacker, but to really get the full potential from her, she's a high SIG. So I was planning to use all my SIGs on her, but the reason I haven't yet is because of this guy here. So Spot is another Science SIG dependent champ. There's a lot of those, like Overseer, Titania, Spot. There's a lot of SIG dependent OP Science champs. Yeah, so I got Spot, and I'm still opening his featured, the feature that he's in, the featured 6-star that he's in. So I'm seeing if I could get him awakened, and I hope I do. And if I get him awakened, I'll choose between Titania and Spot. I don't think there will be a loss in choosing Spot over Titania or Titania over Spot. They're both very good. The only problem is they're both very SIG dependent. I guess more Titania than Spot. But yeah, they're both very SIG dependent to get the full potential from them. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm holding off on Titania and investing on my Science 6, because I think I have, well, I could check right now. I think I have like 50 Science 6. Yeah, I have like 51 Science 6 that I was going to use on her. But that's the reason I'm holding off on Titania for a little bit, to see if I could get Spot awakened. Up next, I got Scarlet Witch. So I'm a proud owner of a SIG 200 Scarlet Witch. I was able to SIG 200 her from the romance event, where we were able to get 50 romance SIG stones per purchase on a certain bundle. And I bought 4 of those bundles, so that was 200 stones there. So yeah, I took Scarlet Witch for to 6200. I feel like there was definitely more champs that you could have used the romance 6 stones on besides Scarlet Witch. Like there was Domino, and that definitely would have been good for BG, just to make her more annoying with her crit failure as a defender. But I really like Scarlet Witch. I wanted to take her to SIG 200 as soon as I got her. It just wasn't, it wasn't in the cards at the time. So I saw an opportunity to take her SIG 200, and yeah, I took it. I do use her in BGs occasionally, mainly on defense, just because she's so random, and sometimes people don't know what to use against her. Even if you use someone like Torch, she could get insanely lucky in that fight and like poison Torch to death, or poison him just a bunch of times. And yeah, like I said, every hit point counts in BGs, and if your health just gets drained by her out of nowhere, you could lose the match. So yeah, I have no regrets taking her SIG 200. I eventually do want to take her to rank 4, but she's not my main priority right now. But it's more of just like a a fun rank up because I really do like her. But I could talk about Juggernaut a little bit. So I took him to rank 3, not for BGs. I think this was for the one of the challenges, one of the Karina challenges. I think it was Thunderbolts challenge. I took him up just because I didn't have any Thunderbolts. I think I only had Ghost, a 5-star Ghost. So yeah, I took Juggernaut up for that, and he was really good for that challenge. I haven't used him in BGs yet, just because he wasn't good for this meta. But I hope for next meta I could use him. He's a very good nuke in BGs. I've seen a bunch of videos for certain metas. So I guess we can move to my 5-star roster. So I stopped working on my 5-star roster quite a bit ago. Maybe I think I stopped working on it fully about a month ago. I think the last 5-star I upgraded was She-Hulk, which was also upgraded for one of the challenges, I think A-Force challenge. So yeah, she was the last one I upgraded. I'm not really focusing on 5-stars now, just because 6-stars are becoming easier to obtain, and they're also becoming more of a priority over 5-stars, just because especially on my level, most of the people I match up against in BGs are running full battle decks of at least rank 3 6-stars. So yeah, I stopped upgrading 5-stars, but I do occasionally use them depending on the meta. Sometimes I just don't have the 6-stars for that specific meta. Like Thing, this is the 5-star I use the most in BGs depending on the meta. Just because Thing is tanky in any rarity. He's very, very annoying to fight. He's a very good staller. So yeah, Thing I use occasionally in my deck. I was using Infamous Iron Man for a little bit. I think it was for the armor meta. He worked out, but at that point when I did upgrade him, my 6-star roster was already developing very rapidly, so he kind of like faded out of my deck like pretty quickly. But he worked for a little bit, so he was really good. But other than that, I guess I could show some of my dumb rank ups. So obviously this is a terrible rank up. Don't ever do this. This is a maxed out classic Ultron. The only reason I did this was it was basically just to flex, because not a lot of people have this Ultron, because not a lot of people want to do Labyrinth 100%. It's for sure much easier to do Labyrinth, especially with all these 6-star rank 3 and 4s, But yeah, not a lot of people are bothered, because the rewards aren't good anymore. But I just wanted to rank this champ up and take him Sig 200, just for the flex, because not a lot of people do that, because not a lot of people are dumb like me that upgrade Ultron Classic. But yeah, that was more just a flex rank up, Wolverine. So Wolverine, for a while, for some reason I didn't know that he was in a basic 5-star pool. For some reason I thought he was still an exclusive feature champ. He was only in certain crystals. But I think I had got a basic 5-star crystal from a calendar. And yeah, I pulled Wolverine, and I was actually shocked, and I was actually very excited because this is the highest rarity you could get a Wolverine. They still haven't released a 6-star version, and I don't know if they will anytime soon, just because his regen is still crazy even as a 5-star. But I don't think his damage is his damage is definitely good even as a 5-star and as a horseman, but I don't think it's crazy enough for a 6-star version not to exist. But I guess the only reason they're not doing 6-star version of Wolverine is because his regen is kind of broken. But yeah, eventually I do want to see a 6-star Wolverine, and I'll definitely target him if that happens. But yeah, that's mainly my 5-star roster. I'm not really working on it anymore. So yeah, I'm not really working on my 5-star roster anymore. I'm mainly focusing on my 6-star roster. And yeah, I just want to show some champs before I end the video. I just want to show some of my plans for my account. So some of the champs I want to rank up. So I'm gonna start with Penny. So the only reason I'm not upgrading Penny up to rank 3 yet is because I don't have her Awaken. She's still an annoying defender in BG on Awaken, but the reason why I haven't upgraded her is just because that Awaken ability is very useful on offense, especially for shirted when you're fighting Nick Furies, because that's how she gets her heal block ability, and that's what destroys Nick Fury. So that's the only reason I'm holding off on ranking her up. But as soon as I do get her Awaken, she's for sure gonna go to rank 3 for sure, and eventually rank 4. So yeah, I'm just waiting to get her Awaken. I do have a couple generic Awakening gems, and I'm thinking about using one on her, but I'm holding off a little bit just to see if I could naturally dupe her. But yeah, Penny obviously is a very good defender and attacker in BGs. So yeah, eventually I do want to take her up. Another champ I want to talk about is Sasquatch. So I recently duped Sasquatch, which is the reason why I'm upgrading him. I just rank 2'd him actually today. He was rank 1 for a while. So yeah, Sasquatch, everyone knows Sasquatch. He's the biggest health pool in the game, extremely tanky, especially with those rage stacks reducing damage. He's a very, very good staller in BGs. There's only like a few counters to him in BGs that are like very effective, like Archangel and Torch. Even with Archangel though, like he could still stall out a bunch of time. He's a very good staller in BGs. It doesn't matter the meta. So yeah, now that I got him Awakened and he could get that regen, I eventually do want to rank 4 him. But for now, he's at rank 2. He's the champ I'm focusing on the most right now. So yeah, I'm saving all my materials to hopefully rank 4 him in the future. But for sure, I want to try to get him to at least rank 3 so I could start using him in BGs. So yeah, I think those are the main champs I'm focusing and I'm planning for the future. Tigra. So the thing with Tigra is I'm not the best Tigra player, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not ranking her up. Yeah, I do want to learn her for sure. She also kind of needs to be Awakened and a decent Sig, you know, to really just get damage like right out the bat. That's one of the main reasons why she's only at rank 2. I do have a romance gem. I think you can use a romance gem on Tigra. If not, it doesn't matter. I even have a mystic gem. So I'm debating whether to use it on her. But even still, I would still need a couple Sigs to Sig her up, at least to a decent level for it to matter. So yeah, she's at rank 2 for a while. I do want to rank 3 her eventually when I get her Awakened and a decent Sig. Clairvoyant. So Clairvoyant's also in a way meta dependent. She's very versatile in BGs, but she's not necessarily the fastest attacker unless you're running the recoil masteries in BGs. But yeah, she was very useful for the rich get richer meta for sure. I eventually do want to rank 3 her, and the good thing about her is she doesn't need to be Awakened at all. So yeah, eventually I do want to rank 3 her, just for certain BG metas and all that. I think that's it for my main champs I want to show you guys. I guess I could show you guys my relics before I end this video. So I have 3 5-star relics. 2 of them were really good. Winter Soldier is not the best one, especially the only reason Winter Soldier isn't the best one is because he's very what's it called? It's very specific. But yeah, he's not the worst. If you have a Massacre or Elsa Bloodstone, he's a good relic for those two. But I don't have any of those at 6-star, so I just put on Kingpin just for striker ability. Storm though, Storm's a really good relic. Put it on my kitty. It's not a significant bump to the damage, just because it's only a rank 2 5-star relic. But it's a little decent punch up to kitty's damage. This one's my favorite though, this Hulk one. So this Hulk one I use on my Overseer. I do see it's a pretty decent bump up in Overseer's damage, and of course that relic ability is really good for or that striker ability is really good for Overseer. And I got it Awakened as my my 4th 5-star relic crystal that I opened. I duped it, and yeah, that's a pretty good one. Some of the 4-stars ones I have 2 maxed out ones. This one I put on Hyperion. Yeah, I like it. I like it on Hyperion just because you could get those heavies more in with the striker ability. So yeah, I like the store one. It's also one of the better ones to get. This Iron Fist one's newer, and it's very good for Absorbing Man, because it's all about the heavies. It's also really good for Absorbing Man just because of the striker ability, just being able to get to your special 2 faster. So yeah, that one's really good. Other than that though, there's not really anything that special here. It's mainly these top 4 ones that actually do create a big difference. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been recording here for about like 30 minutes, just going through everything. My voice is getting sore, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first commentary. Let me know how I did. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe and all that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.